Paris in the fall, the last months of the year and the end of the millennium. The city holds many memories for me, of cafes, of music, of love, and of death.
Revolution. Virgin Interactive Entertainment. Open sword. Oops. That went way too loud there for a second. Sorry. Ah, Paris. The Eiffel Tower. C'est magnifique. C'est magnifique. All we need is Notre Dame and Quasimodo. Maybe Bill could be running down the street. Oh, wait a minute. This isn't Disney. I can still see the bird. What is this? The ending to Birdemic? Bird is still out there. I can see the moving pixels. I think the bird is stuck to the canvas that is the sky. Great music, Barrington de Felong. Very fantastic. Ah, the bird is moving. Went behind the Eiffel Tower. Ah! Scary clown. Nice pants, dude. Happy New Year! And the game ends. Those were a lot more balloons than there were originally.
As I picked myself up, all I could hear was the ceaseless drone of traffic. Life went on around me. But the explosion was to change my life forever.
I don't hear any droning of traffic. I hear the wind, and the guy working back there. It's kind of interesting that the guy is not reacting to the huge explosion that just happened here.
I tried not to meet his stare as I searched the dead man's pockets.
Of course, you
no
just...
No wallet, no papers, no credit cards. The guy's past was a blank page.
Of course, you just go straight into searching a dead body. No reaction to the corpse or anything, just dig into the pockets. Have you seen many dead persons around, George? I guess you have, because you... Seriously.
I needed a stiff drink, but I hated the taste of brandy.
Well, I hate the taste of any alcohol, so I'm better than you, or something.
The pretty young waitress was unconscious. The sight of the dead guy's staring eyes turned my knees to jelly.
Well, you could have closed his eyes while you were searching his pockets, doofus.
Oh, my head. Never again.
What?
How much vodka did I drink? Oh, no, don't tell me.
You didn't seem drunk.
What is your name, Sherry?
George Stobart, ma'am.
George.
American.
She asked the question quite innocently, but I could sense her reserve.
Yeah, you could
tell. It was something which seemed to afflict all Europeans. You look like you could use a little help.
Not all
Could
Europeans.
use a little drink. I feel sick, dizzy, and bruised. I don't even remember the party.
Just relax and take it easy. You've been knocked out.
You don't say. What happened?
There's been an
Kaboom!
explosion. You should try not to move.
Are you a doctor?
No, but I used to play hospitals when I was a kid.
Yeah,
Can you
good.
remember anything at all?
George, you naughty, naughty man.
I need a drink. Pour me a brandy.
No, that's never a good idea.
You could be in shock. No alcohol.
Good idea.
What about the old man? Is he dead?
Yes, he is.
Ah, mon Dieu.
And she faints. Back to the same position as before. Weird.
She didn't respond. If I wanted another cappuccino, I'd have to serve myself.
Ah, funny. In a situation like this, humor is the best answer always. Okay. Outward we go. Where's the fire trucks? Police, medics. Who needs them? We got George Stobart here, investigative reporter.
The table had been overturned by the explosion.
Although I don't think he's a reporter. He's just George, who happens to be stuck in this situation.
I considered straightening the table, but I figured it best not to disturb the evidence.
Yeah, you never know when the police might arrive here.
The blast had blown out the glass, leaving a gaping hole.
It's called a window. It's still a window, even if there is like no glass there. Although it's not really called a window. It's called
I
something
examined
else.
the jagged glass remaining in the window. It was broken, all right.
Damn straight it was.
The umbrella had protected me from the bomb blast, but it was of no use to me now.
I wonder how it protected you, because the blast came from downwards, not upwards over the umbrella. Then it would make sense that it blasted. Never mind. Cartoon logic. George is a wizard.
I contemplated crawling under the umbrella and pretending none of this had ever happened.
Do it. Do it. No. Damn it.
Wrapped around the lamppost was a newspaper.
Yeah, don't turn over the table, but search the dead man's pockets. Yeah, don't disturb the evidence around here. I'm sure the police will notice that the dead man's pockets aren't disturbed. And take the newspaper too. That's not evidence or anything.
The leading article referred to the visit of a Nobel Prize winner from some unpronounceable Eastern European state. That was the only news story. The rest was rumor, gossip, and sensationalism.
Not
Then I
usual.
noticed the writing at the foot of the page. It read Salah ad-Din, 1345.
Saladin. Now let's go over this way. This is where the clown decided to run towards too. So maybe we can follow him. Find some leads. Be the police that we were born to be. Although I really don't remember what George's occupation really is. He's on vacation, that I know.
The drain pipe looked as if it would bear my weight.
Did the
I
clown...
took a deep breath and prepared to climb the drain pipe.
Did the clown climb up here?
I guess the clown had an escape over the rooftops. The window was protected by stout-looking iron bars. There was a plastic crate.
Definitely not moving those iron bars out of the way.
There was nothing of interest.
Not even any clowns in there, that little plastic box? No? Okay.
It was a stack of cardboard boxes which had once contained bottles of wine.
How would you know? Does it say wine on the side?
I examined the boxes closely. They were damp and smelly and decidedly empty.
No clowns.
It was a battered old trash can.
Any clown in there? Hello? Just a bad
It
odor.
smelled like someone had dumped a truckload of fish in a locker room on a hot summer afternoon.
Yummy.
It was a battered old trash can.
Don't you just love the smell of fish in a hot afternoon? No? Neither do I. Cat! Typical alley cat. Always hiding in trash cans. Should be careful about those.
It was an iron cover concealing the entrance to a drain or sewer.
Usually sewer. I don't think you're gonna open it with your bare fingers.
I tried to lift the cover with my fingers, but couldn't gain any leverage.
Yeah, you need an opener for that. So definitely the clown went that way. Definitely. Still no police, huh? Well, this area's police protection sucks, I have to say. No, seriously, where are they? You would think that an explosion like this would bring everybody in here, even the gendarme. No.
Freeze! Hold it, right there.
Oh, don't shoot. I'm innocent. I'm an American.
Yeah, that
Don't
makes
make
you
up your
innocent.
mind, huh?
I demand to see the American consul.
Drop your weapons and get down on the ground.
Put that thing away, Sergeant Moo.
Trigger
I
happy?
apologize, monsieur, but I cannot permit you to leave.
Am I under arrest?
Ah, no, I would simply like to ask you some questions. En avant, to the café, marche.
Yeah, it's called being a witness, George. Ever heard of that? Ever watch any Columbo or something?
What a mess. This bombing is an outrage, is it not?
Yeah.
Stop that, monsieur. Stop holding your breath at once.
Moo, you are an idiot.
Has it occurred to you that he may be dead, Moo?
Oui, monsieur. But I prefer to look on the bright side. Besides, I recall a case where the killer escaped by feigning death.
You are an idiot.
However, in this case, the man is quite dead. Clearly, the killer knew of his presence and...
How many times have I warned you about premature extrapolation? All we know is that he is dead.
It seemed reasonable to assume...
A great detective assumes nothing. Take Maigret, for instance.
But he was a fictitious character, monsieur.
It still is.
Why, he was no more real than Poirot or Tintin.
True.
That's different, Moo. They were comedy Belgians.
Not really.
Anyway,
It's-
it is unlikely that even you will learn much from talking to the dead.
I take...
Examine the girl and take her statement, if you can.
I resent your remark of Poirot being comedy. Poirot is awesome.
Et maintenant, to business.
And also, gotta love it that they spoke English all the time. You would have thought
Your
that they were...
name, please?
George Stobart.
George Stobart. I'm from California.
California.
And what brings you to Paris, Monsieur Stobart?
Vacation.
Travel. I'm touring Europe.
Yeah.
You chose well. The city is most beautiful at this time of year, no?
Not right now.
Yeah. I guess so. Apart from the bomb blasts.
Were you in the vicinity of the cafe at the time of the explosion?
Yeah.
I was sitting out on the sidewalk.
Pretty
I was
close.
lucky I wasn't killed. The
Indeed.
inspector passed over my remark with no reaction.
Did you see the deceased enter the cafe?
Yes. We did.
Yes, I did.
Was he alone?
Yeah.
And did he say anything to you?
No. He was more interested in the waitress.
Who would it be?
Did you see anyone else in the cafe?
A clown.
Yeah, there was a guy dressed as a clown. He was carrying an accordion.
An accordion?
Yeah.
Bon. The picture is forming in my mind.
You are
and
cuckoo
it
for
is
Cocoa
not
Puffs.
a pretty one.
Yeah, like I said, cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Stupid American.
Girl, all right, move.
She'll leave. She confirms the American statement. A clown with an accordion, no doubt an elaborate and eccentric disguise.
Definitely.
Very well. Eh bien, I have heard enough.
What do you mean?
I am satisfied that you know nothing. You may leave.
What do you
I
mean?
hope this little incident does not spoil the rest of your vacation.
What about my personal safety? Can't you at least give me some advice?
What can I say? Stay alert and look out for suspicious characters.
And don't cross the road until the little man shows green.
Thanks.
Great advice.
Yeah.
I honestly believe you are in no danger, monsieur.
Uh-huh.
Should you remember anything of importance, please contact me. My card.
Merci, monsieur.
Thanks.
That is all. You may go.
Thanks a lot there,
There's
detective.
not much to go on, monsieur.
On the surface, no. But what lurks inside the subconscious? If the door can only be opened.
Are you serious, monsieur? I thought your interest in psychic detection was purely academic.
Academic? You are about to witness a scientific breakthrough.
Scientific, huh? The mystics. Scientific. That's not science at all. That's mystical stuff. Definitely cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, and I'm talking about the detective here. He is nuts. He believes mind reading is a solid scientific aspect of detective work. Yeah, you heard me. He's trying to read the waitress's mind right now. You wonder what happens if you keep saying no. Well, you can do that. You can lie to people and all that, but then they won't trust you as much. The story still continues, but people won't trust on George that much, and you won't get much help out of people. At least that's what I remember. I have played this game by being absolutely negative towards everybody and lying my ass off. It takes a little longer to get some puzzles done and something like that. At least that's what I remember. And people don't trust you much because you keep lying and all that. So yeah. You can play this game, just keep saying no or being all contradictory to what people want to hear.
The sergeant was a scrawny man in his 50s who resembled a constipated chicken.
Ah! Constipated chicken. Whew. I wouldn't say that. He's more likely constipated old hound than a chicken.
Excuse me, Sergeant.
You are the inspector. Go on, monsieur.
Well, we don't really have a home here. We're on tour.
I really did see the clown. He ran into the alley across the street.
Did you follow him?
I lost him. I figure he went underground.
Do you know how many kilometers of sewers there are beneath this great city?
No, do
It's
tell.
not a question I've lost sleep over.
I have no doubt that Inspector Rousseau will organize a proper search.
I doubt he will. The inspector seems like a person who doesn't really care what witnesses say to him. I mean, we told him that there was a clown with an accordion. And the girl even said that our statements were true, that there was a clown with an accordion, and that there was the explosion happened. And the inspector just pushed that all aside, like he didn't even care that we gave him some key information. We saw the murderer. You know nothing. Typical Frenchman. So full of himself.
Did you find the victim's briefcase yet?
No, sir. The inspector gave me specific instructions to guard this door. Until he countermands these orders or backup arrives, here I stay.
You just guard that door. Or what's left of it.
I was one of the last people to see the victim alive, Sergeant.
Does that worry you?
Yes, it does. I feel I owe it to him to find his killer.
Very
That
honorable.
is best left to the authorities, monsieur. Did he speak to you? Tell you anything?
Nope.
No, he just grinned and nodded.
Don't let it trouble you, monsieur. Go home and try to forget.
Point and click based on Der Alte. Nice one, Whistle. Would rather DQ. God damn it. Nice references, guys. TV shows.
How did you and Rosso arrive at the scene of the explosion so quickly?
Wouldn't
arrived
you?
within minutes. Was it a tip-off?
Inspector Rosso's sources are a perpetual mystery to me, monsieur. There are some who say he has made a pact with the devil.
And what do you think?
I think he is the devil.
Really? You really expect your superior to be the devil himself? What's wrong with these people? Seriously, what is wrong with these characters?
What is Rosso doing with that girl?
He is giving her the once-over, as you Americans say.
Yeah, that is the
Once he
expression.
gets his teeth into a case, nothing will shake him off.
Was he serious about all that psycho detective stuff?
Yup,
Of course. Inspector Rosso is a pioneer and a visionary.
and a
The
lunatic.
revolutionary methods, once perfected, may change the face of law enforcement forever.
Yeah,
I can't see it taking off in L.A.
every inspector is gonna go through psychiatric evaluation before they get their degree. Oh, thanks to Rosso here. Because he's nuts.
I found this in the street, Sergeant.
That, monsieur, is a newspaper, no?
Yep.
There's a note written on it. Salah Eddin, 1345.
Ah, so the meeting with the clown was planned.
How do you make that out?
The time of the explosion was between 1:30 and 2 o'clock, n'est-ce pas?
I guess so. But what about the name?
Aha!
That stumped you, hasn't it?
I have never been stumped, as you put it, in my life, monsieur.
Sure.
It is the name assumed by the clown, no?
Salah Eddin the clown? I don't think so.
Me neither. You're just pulling this out of your ass, Moo.
See you later, Sergeant. The girl presented a confident but sullen mask to the world, an expression more suited to the face of a delinquent youth. Excuse me, mademoiselle? Hi, my name's George Stobart.
Oh, an American by the sound of it.
Yeah, that's right, on holiday in Paris. Some holiday, huh?
You were here when the bomb went off?
Yep.
Sure was. Sat right out front of the cafe.
And still
Did
no
you
cuts or
notice
anything.
A middle-aged man, maybe 60, with an hat and overcoat?
I couldn't believe it. She hadn't even asked how I was feeling. Yeah, he went inside just before the bomb exploded. You weren't related to him, were you?
Oh no, nothing like that. I am Nicole Collard from La Liberté.
What's that, some kind of nightclub?
Sure.
No, it is a newspaper.
You're a reporter?
I'm a freelance photojournalist.
Say, you can interview me about the bombing. You know, an eyewitness account. Minutes after the outrage that shook the whole of Paris. You know, real-life drama, human interest, that kind of stuff.
I'll just stick to the facts, thank you. Did you see who planted the bomb?
I know it sounds crazy, but he was dressed like a clown.
Oh God, it's him again.
Have you met the clown before?
It's a long story.
I have plenty of time.
We
I
do?
don't.
Oh. Well, if I was playing the director's cut, we would know more about that. That's pretty much what the director's cut intro is about. Her meeting the clown killer before we met him. Or he happened to come to this situation. That's pretty much what it added, only. But we do not care.
Who's the guy you were supposed to meet?
His name was Planter. I didn't know him, but he called me last night. He said he
Blanchard!
had a story which would interest me. He asked me to meet him at the cafe.
Must be a florist.
I guess I'll never know what he wanted to tell me.
Not unless you have Rosso's gift for psychic interrogation.
Yeah, psychic interrogation.
Why won't you tell me about this clown?
Why do you want to get involved?
Because he almost killed me. Isn't that reason enough?
I guess so. Listen, I'll give you my phone number.
Ein Fall für zwei today, Mist. Huh.
You help me with my story, and I'll let you in on what I know. And let's get one thing straight right now. This is strictly business.
Of course.
Okay, it's a deal.
I have to go develop these pictures. Bientôt, monsieur.
Yeah.
Fine, I'll see you soon.
Take care, Nico. We still had some stuff to talk with you. Guess not. I've never actually watched that much of Ein Fall für zwei, but I did love the, and I still do like the theme song to it. Bump, bump, ba-dum, bump, bump, ba-bump, bump, bump, ba-dum, bump, bump, ba-dum, bump, ba-dum. Why did I come in here? There's nothing in here. I still need the sewage opener. I need a key. It's kind of amazing that George actually survived the bomb without any kind of cuts or bruises. He's totally fine just walking out of a freaking explosion. Hey there, Turkin.
The muscular workman wore a morose expression, like a silent warning to leave him to get on with his job. Hi, can you spare a few minutes?
I thought you'd been arrested.
No, it was a misunderstanding.
When he pulled that gun, gah! I thought that was it. Those automatics pack quite a punch, you know?
Yeah, they
He
do.
made a mistake. He thought I was a terrorist.
You? A terrorist? Ha!
Yeah, he
He
could
was
have.
only doing his duty, I guess.
And besides, George could have been a terrorist. All terrorists look like an ordinary guys from the outside, you know?
Did you see an old guy with a briefcase?
Wait, silly old coot. Do you know what he said to me? Work fascinates me, he says. I could watch it all day. Can't beat it. I could have knocked his block off.
So you get nervous when people watch you. You are quite the humanitarian there, dude.
Did you recognize the old man?
No. Should I have done? Was he a celebrity?
No, but I guess he is now.
Yeah.
His name was Plantar.
Was? He's dead then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's too bad. Now I wish I hadn't called him what I did. If only I could turn back the clock. If only I'd been more tolerant.
You
Regret
should-
and remorse are strange emotions. They really bring out the hammiest actors in people.
Yeah. Now you should clear your throat. You got something in there. I can hear it for you from the curdling.
Did you see a clown come by this way?
A clown? Like in a circus?
No, in space.
Yeah, makeup and a big red nose.
Huh! Those guys are funny, aren't they?
Not really.
Not in my experience.
I love the circus, especially the horses.
You haven't answered my question. Have you seen a clown?
You think I've got time to watch everyone who passes by? Some of us have to work for a living.
Of course. But you're working on the street, so you kind of get a glance of people walking by. I guess a clown wasn't one of them.
Look, I know you're busy, but surely you'd have noticed a clown.
I told you already. I didn't see a thing.
He was wearing multicolored baggy trousers and makeup.
He'd be a poor sort of clown if he didn't.
True. He's got us right there.
I gotta go.
Don't let me keep you.
It was a battered metal toolbox. It was a tent made out of plastic sheeting. It was a huge and weighty-looking engineer's telephone.
One of those portable telephones. Old school.
Set into the huge gate was a smaller access door.
As they usually have those. He
The
mentions.
door was securely locked.
How about you knock on the door?
The door was secure.
Is there anything in the toolbox that we can take?
Hey, stop that. Get away from there.
We were just looking.
What do you think you're doing?
Looking.
I was admiring your toolbox.
Oh, eh? Had a good look, have you?
Yup.
I'm warning you. If you touch it, I'll crack your nut.
Which one? I mean,
Hey, I get your point.
yep. I'm gonna give you this. I don't know why. I just feel like it.
Hey, you!
What do you want now?
Would you like to read my newspaper?
I haven't got time to read that. Can't you see I'm busy?
You could read it on your lunch break.
10 minutes is all I get. And if my boss had his way, I wouldn't get that. He'd have me on a drip, so I didn't have to stop to eat.
Wow.
Oh, take the newspaper and quit complaining.
Quite the mean boss.
Look at this. Damn bleeding heart liberals. Tja! Save the dolphins. catch them and eat them, I say. All that fuss over a bunch of fish. Nah, that's more like it. Look at the size of those. Like champagne bottle corks, no? Ah, what's this? Saladin running in the Prix de l'Arc de Triomphe.
It's a racehorse?
A horse? A legend. Bucephalus reborn, mon ami.
That good, huh?
Streak of lightning she is.
Huh.
Do me a favor, won't you? Keep an eye on my hole. I'm off to put some money on that nag.
What about your toolbox?
Stuff it. Help yourself.
Thanks. Slowly going away. Jeez.
I found just what I wanted. A tool for lifting manhole covers.
Yes. Move faster, George. You are so slow, George. All right. Let's go find some more evidence about this killer clown, not from outer space. Actually, it's a good thing it's not a killer clown from outer
I lifted
space.
the cover to reveal what smelt like the entrance to a sewer.
What were you expecting? Funland? Because if a clown went in there, it would smell like marshmallows and cotton candy, hot dogs, manure. Well, manure is the closest one of the real smell here.
What will George find in the sewers? Tune in next time for the next episode of Broken Sword.